Welcome. In this session, we would be discussing the next 25 questions for the NET examination for psychology, July 2016. Now, most of the questions were direct. Some of those were based on recent researches. So, I repeat again for psychology this time as well. Similar to the previous times, there were a lot of questions that were based on recent developments in psychology or the recent researches. So, you need to be very updated. And a few of those were covered in the lectures that we have already taken. We would be taking lectures for the remaining topic in the next classes. So now this question is one of the questions that we have already covered in our lectures, the types of brain imaging techniques. So CT and functional MRI are the two methods that are used to study activities in living human brain. If we talk about ablation lesions or serotaxic procedures, those all involve surgical interventions. So they cannot be functional or they cannot be done into a living cell. So the correct answer would be A and D only. So A would be the correct answer. Next, now this question talks about pre-operational method or the pre-operational stage in Piaget's theory. Now pre-operational stage explains that child is unable to do conservation task, and that is mainly due to the irreversible or the static thought process. So what he has been said, he considers that as correct. So this reason explains the assertion. So both are correct and reason explains the assertion very well. Next question. Now this is a confusing question for most of the students because a lot of students consider insomnia as a disorder. However, insomnia or inability to sleep is not a disorder. You have parasomnia and dysomnia, which would be considered as disorders here. Parasomnia includes abnormal sleep movements. However, dysomnia includes kind of disorder which is related to initiation of or excitement of sleep stages. So we have already covered this in the class on sleep disorders and sleep theories. You can refer that. So the correct answer here would be C. Next question. You have to match the educational achievement goals with the correct description. So you have ego involvement. Now ego is involved where you have competence or higher competition level. So students tend to increase the competence. Under performance improvement, you have a continuous improvement that is judged based on the performance, and since it is judged, you have 3 as the correct answer here. Task involvement is a kind of independent activity where you consider or see yourself relative to yourselves only, and you are not bothered about the surroundings. So you intend to maximize your own ability and you don't look out for short-term failure. So that's what is task involvement. And finally, mastery is solving the problems which are at hand, which is most primary. Next, which of the following phenomena results in the failure in attentional capture? Now, flicker paradigm and inattentional blindness would be the correct answer here because change detection is a consequence of the failure in attentional capture. It is not the basic cause. So, flicker paradigm is I am showing two objects or two pictures simultaneously. That is, one picture is flickering on and off. What would happen in one of the pictures, I will introduce say clouds, in the other picture there would be no cloud. So when there would be flickering or sudden changes, you might skip this cloud phenomena here, and similarly is the inattentional blindness where you are because of inattention or no proper attention, you are not able to identify minute changes. So that is due to failure in attentional capture. So answer would be A and C. Next question. Now here both the statements are independently correct, but they are not related to one another. So people who have high self-esteem usually do not bother about social rewards a lot. They are motivated or they are highly esteemed by themselves, so they don't bother about the outside rewards. So that is correct. Again, social anxiety and loneliness are associated with unrewarding social interactions is again correct, but these two are no way, I could say reason does not explain the assertion. So both are correct and reason is not the true explanation. Next question. Now here what is asked is about the culture fair test. Now culture fair tests are those tests which can be applied across cultures. So language should not be a barrier, educational level should not be a barrier. So most of the questions that are involved are of the type of non-verbal reasoning, I could say. So you have a diagram that shows 1 rod, then 2 rod, then 3 rod, and then you ask what would be the next. So these type of question does not involve kind of educational level or language as a barrier. So they minimize the use of language. They are composed of materials which all socio-cultural groups are exposed to. So everyone might be exposed to features of lines or boxes. However, different suitable versions are devised for different cultural group is incorrect, because we are applying nearly the same culture. Since it's a culture fair test, you are applying it across all cultures. So B and D would be incorrect options. So A and C would be the correct answer. Next question. Now the stages of creative thinking. Now the correct stages start with orientation. So here you have the 5 stages. You have the orientation, then you have the preparation, incubation, illumination, and finally you verify the concepts. So these are the 5 stages of creative thinking that we need to consider. Next is selective attention and vision and audition. Now audition is related to acoustics, so answer would be acoustics here, and vision is in the spatial dimension or the spatial region, the region surrounding you, so that would be spatial. So spatial and acoustic would be the correct answer. Next question, you have to match the intervention model with the correct place where they are used. So I can say eye movement desensitization is mainly used for post-traumatic stress disorders, so PTSDs, they are most commonly used. Now A goes with 3, so the correct option can only be C. Now client-centered theory talks about ventilation. Ventilation is a type of catharsis, it's not the ventilation that is used in medical terminology. We'll discuss these in more detail when we'll be talking about these methods and the therapeutic methods independently. Now rational emotive behavior therapy is related to restructuring. We also call it the CBT or the cognitive behavior theory. So it's the cognitive restructuring, and finally the behavior therapy talks about desensitization. So once desensitization happens, it's mainly used in removing kind of phobias. So that is one of the methods where you apply behavior therapy. Next, which of the following is part of on-job training? On-job training implies once you are in a job, you provide people with training. So that example would be apprentice would be the correct answer here. So apprentice is part of on-job training programs. Next, you have to match the definition and the correct answers. So here you have symbolizing means providing visual experiences that guide them for the future actions. So these are based on Bandura's cognitive models. So next is forethought. Forethought is planning the action and anticipating the desired performance. So that is what is forethought. Then you have self-regulatory method, talks about employees' action by setting internal standards of the performance, and finally self-reflective talks about how successfully you can accomplish a task. Now you can see here these are the various stages that were given in Bandura's cognitive model. Next, Pygmalion effect. Now this was a kind of similar question were asked in few years back again. So Pygmalion effect talks about higher performance level as a result of higher expectations. So if you set on higher expectations with the students, they would tend to perform much better. So A would be the correct answer here. Next, again you have to match the psychologist with the theory. So you have Braunfelder with the ecological theory, you have the ethological theory by Bowley, zone of proximal development by Vygotsky. So this theory talks about learners who don't know anything in the zone of proximal development, and beyond that is they cannot do that. So learners can do that, learners cannot do that, and zone of proximal learning or proximal development is the zone under which they can do by training. And finally you have the epistemological approach that was given by Piaget. So these are the correct answers here. Next question. Which of the following is not a sleep disorder? Again a similar question to what was asked few questions back. So you have, you can refer the class on sleep and disorders again. Insomnia is classically not considered as a sleep disorder. Somnambulism is sleepwalking, then somnicoly is sleep talking, then you have terrors in the sleep. So all these are kind of sleep disorders. However, insomnia or inability to sleep is not considered as a sleep disorder. Next, now this question talks about Bronx Zoo experiment. So under Bronx Zoo experiment, what they did was, there was a kind of lagoon where people usually came to visit, and if they were told by the person standing there not to touch the handrails of the exhibit, the people would obey that maximum when they see this person in a uniform or a costume. So if they are dressed in an official dress, they would obey this person most as compared to other scenarios. So the correct answer here would be uniform, and this is the second question that has been asked on one of the experiments in psychology. Next question. Now this question talks about the Maslow's self-actualization theory. So according to Maslow, there were 16 characteristics that he gave that you can see in our detailed solutions at doorsteptutor.com. So you have the 16 characteristics, out of which these 3 are the correct ones. So A, B and C would be the correct choice here. Next question. Thinking is a complex set of linguistic as well as non-linguistic representation. So under thinking you have verbal phenomena that you think about, or language phenomena that you think about, and besides that you have non-lingual thoughts as well. Next question, you have to match the correct thinking process with the correct matches. Now here the most important thing here is this illusion should be illumination. I believe this is a misprint here. Now autistic thinking is related to both fantasies and dreams, but more to dreams. So autistic thinking you would have dreams. Creative thinking talks about illumination. So illumination would go with creative thinking. Now deterministic thinking talk about cognitive distortions. So one that is not towards reality. So fantasy would be the correct match, and cognitive thinking talks about understanding and thinking. So the correct answer would be planning. So these would be the correct matches. So A goes with dreams, that is 4, and then you have creative thinking that goes with 3. So B would be the correct answer here. Next question. Signal detection theory depends upon the sensitivity and the response reaction of an individual. So sensitivity to a stimulus in presence of noise, I can say, and the response criteria would be the 2 bases based on which you have the signal detection theory. So C would be the correct answer here. Next question. Now you have symptoms of mental retardation. So trisomy 21 and Down syndromes are one and the same thing, and both of them are related to mental retardation symptoms. Cry-do-chat syndrome is again a syndrome where you have a cry like a cat, and this is again related to mental retardation. However, fugue is a kind of psychological disorder where there is loss of awareness of one's identity, and it is nowhere related to mental retardation. So C would be the correct option here. Next question. Now according to there were some scientists known as Mellon and Maclay who believed that neuron can release only one neurotransmitter. However, later on there were theories that propounded that one neuron can release more than one neurotransmitters or multiple neurotransmitters, and that occur by the process of co-transmission. We'll cover this in detail where we'll be talking about action potential and more. So this statement and recently has been proved incorrect, and neuron cannot fire during absolute refractive period is correct. So A is correct and R is incorrect. C would be the correct answer here. Next question. Now under normal distribution curve, I can say you have mean, mode and median that are equal, that is correct. And again the method of equal appearing interval is the Thurston scales, and under Thurston scale you have median and interquartile range that are used to measure the estimate of the scale value. So both of these are correct, but the reason does not explain this assertion correctly. So you have both A and B would be correct, and reason is not the correct explanation for assertion. Now next question, you have the books and the authors. Towards a psychology of well-being or towards a psychology of being was written by Maslow. Then you have A Way of Being written by Rogers. Then you have Man's Search for Being written by Frankl. And finally you have Love and Will written by Rollo May, where he explained the personality theory. So you need to have the correct book and the author combinations. Now this is the first time you have a book and author combination that is asked in psychology questions. So there might be possibility that you can have similar kind of questions in the future examinations. So it's good that you remember the books and authors, the major books and authors, I could say. The next is, now this is a kind of experimental study that has been given. If a person is habitual of washing the hands again and again, and I want to remove that habit, what can we do? We can tie a band on his hand, and every time he feels like washing his hand, he would snap that band and it would hit his hand. So that would be a kind of aversion feeling, that he would feel that I don't really want to go for this therapy now. So that is a kind of aversion behavior that develops. So aversion would be the correct answer for this question. Now with this we covered the set of 25 questions. We will be covering the remaining 25 questions in the final class tomorrow. As of now, the papers seem to be much simpler than the previous papers. Most of the questions were direct. So if you are clear with the core concepts that are covered through our postal course, I believe this paper should not be a problem anymore. Wish you good luck, and if you have any doubts, you can leave those as comment below. Have a good day ahead.